Hi, I'm Ira, president of Jerry's Artarama, and one of the people responsible at Jerry's for bringing new products to you. Today, I'd like to introduce you to a product that I'm very, very pleased with. It is something that I enjoy using, and I think you will as well. It's a super black Fineliner drawing pen, and it comes in many sizes and shapes. It's permanent, it's waterproof, it's acid-free, and most importantly, to me at least, it's super black. I have a set in my office, a set at home, and even a set that I travel with. And let me show you. These pens very much are like the technical pens that I used to use all the time. They were kind of messy. This is a little cleaner and much less expensive, and I highly recommend it to people to try these because they're fun to write with, they're fun to sketch with. You can crosshatch with them, you can create all kinds of interesting effects, and really, drawings about the mark. And these have 7 different fine line, or I should say consistent line marks that they make, as well as there's a brush nib that's in the set that gives you all kinds of things you can do with this. And yet it's unlike very many of these pens on the market. They're permanent, they're waterproof, they're acid free. So you can create wonderful works of art without concerning yourself that in 15, 20, or 50 years that they're going to fade. And also, you could bring in watercolor and create wonderful washes over your drawings. Now, they're sold in sets of 8, which include 7 of these technical type nibs in sizes from 0.2 millimeter all the way up to 1 millimeter. And then there's also a brush in that set. Then we have this fun lettering set, which has 2 chisel tip markers and a brush nib. And they're all also super black, and they're also permanent, and they have all the same properties as the technical ones. However, these nibs, these chisel nibs, allow great things to be done as well. You can certainly draw with them, and they create multiple line widths because of how they are dual-sided. And in addition, you can use them for calligraphy. You can use them for writing. You can use them for drawing. They're just amazing. And there's 2 different ones that are calligraphy type or chisel type nibs. So with nibs like these, you really have 2 nibs in one. You've got this very fine line that you get with them, and then you get this much thicker line when you hold it this way. And the other thing about a calligraphy pen is you get a thick and thin when you hold it on an angle and make letters like that. So you get all kinds of line variation, which is, like I said, it's good for calligraphy, but it's also excellent for drawing. And then in addition, this set includes a brush nib, which I just showed you before, and it has a lot of line variation as well. So you're going to have a lot of fun with this. Now, because it's permanent, I'd like to show you what you can do with watercolor on top of it. So you can do watercolor washes on top. And because the ink is so black, the transparency of the watercolor and the blackness of the ink makes it a perfect combination. And it's a lot of fun to bring color into your drawing this way. These are non-toxic, so you probably have some creative kids out there that you might like to have them play with these. Even my granddaughter might play with these when she comes over to the house. So, if you draw, if you're an urban sketcher, if you like calligraphy, regardless of the art you do, you owe it to yourself to try these. A set of super black pens will be a great tool to have on hand. I really enjoy these pens, and I think you will too.